Good morning, dear students. How are you all? In previous class, we are discussing the major groups of microorganisms, that is bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and viruses. So first, we discuss in detail about bacteria. Of all the microorganisms, bacteria are the most abundant, means found in large number, and they are the symbol of all living organisms. If we talk about their habitat, the living place, bacteria almost occur everywhere on the earth, in water, in soil, in food, and also in the bodies of other organisms. And they are too small. The size of the bacteria varies from zero point 0.2 to 100 microns. 1 micron is equals to 1000 of millimeter. So according to the shapes, bacteria are classified into following types. For first type is cocci, that is spherical bacteria or spherical shaped bacteria. If they are single, then they are called monococci, and if they are present in pair, then they are called diplococci, and if they form a straight chain, then they are called streptococci, and in a group just like a bunch of grapes, then they are called staphylococcus, right? Another group is bacilli. Bacilli is a rod shaped bacteria. They are just like small rods, and you can see in the picture the spore bearing bacillus. Another is Bacillus tuberculosis and a flagellated bacillus. Another group is Spirula. Spirula is spiral shaped. You can see in the picture it is just like a spiral. And Vibrio is a comma shaped bacteria. So they have different shapes and categorized according to their shapes. Now if we see the bacteria's aerobic and anaerobic bacteria. Bacteria which require oxygen for their growth are called aerobic bacteria, and the bacteria which do not require oxygen for the growth are called anaerobic bacteria. Now if we talk about nutrition, means from where they get nutrition, so we see that most of the bacteria cannot make their own food, means they are heterotrophs. Some of them are autotrophs and prepare their food just like plants in the form of photosynthesis, and other of them get their nutrition from dead and decaying organic matter, and they are called saprophytic bacteria. And somehow bacteria depend or obtain food from the body of other organisms. They are called parasitic bacteria. Now when we talk about reproduction, reproduction means reproducing just like yourself. So bacteria reproduce by binary fission. Under favorable condition, a bacteria divides into two daughter cells, and bacterial cells grows in size. You can see in the picture its nuclear material and cytoplasm divides to form two new daughter cells, and the daughter cells grow in size and divide again, right? So most bacteria divide very fast. So here you can see the first cytoplasm grows and slowly they divide into two daughter cells, and the two daughter cells again reproduce. Under unfavorable condition, each bacterium develops a thick wall around it and form an endospore to protect themselves. And when they get favorable condition, they rupture the outer covering and then reproduce. Now fungi. Fungi are plant-like non-green multicellular organisms. Means some of them look like plants but do not have roots, leaves or flower. Few of them are unicellular like yeast and other are multicellular like mushroom and molds. These are some common fungi, that is yeast, sponge fungi, penicillium and mushrooms. Now what is the way of nutrition? As we see that fungi are non-green plants and hence cannot make their own food. So they are either saprophytic or parasitic. Saprophytes which obtain food from dead and decaying organic matter, and parasitics live in or on body of the living organism and derive food from them. Now we see what is the way of reproduction, how they reproduce. Fungi reproduce asexually by budding, binary fission, fragmentation and by forming spores. Here you can see the picture of budding in yeast. Budding means a bud is formed from in main parent cell, and it will after growing it will remove automatically from the main parent cell, that is called budding. So yeast, here you can see the daughter cell is forming here, and after some time it will remove from the parent cell. Another is spore formation, which is generally occurs in bread. Here you can see the green patches on the bread is spore formation. Right, now we talk about algae. Algae are simple unicellular or multicellular green plants, but they do not have roots, stem and leaves. Therefore algae are described to have thallus-like structure, and we see the algae as a green sheet like slippery mass floating on the surface of water. Here you can see the green mass floating on the surface is algae. Algae are mostly aquatic. They are found in fresh water or in marine water. Hence they are called grass of water. And they are also found on the damp places, forming a slippery green layer, or on the surface of rock. So the green surface is algae. And according to the different colored pigments, they are also known as green algae, red algae and brown algae. Now if we talk about the way of nutrition, algae are of green color, so they are autotrophs. They contain chlorophyll, so prepare their food with the help of photosynthesis process like plants. These are some different type of algae. Here Spirogyra, Gelidium and Laminaria. And the way of reproduction, algae reproduce asexually by fission, fragmentation and spore formation.